As we gather with our families this holiday season, it's important to remember that many of our neighbors are facing food insecurity. ABC10's Stand Against Hunger campaign is helping to face this challenge head on with a powerful partnership that's bringing hope and nourishment to our neighbors this holiday season. Wells Fargo is here to share how their significant investment and volunteer power are creating a wave of support and dignity to families throughout our region. Here to share the good news is the Senior Vice President of Philanthropy and Community Impact for Wells Fargo. Let's welcome Karen Woodruff. Hello, Karen. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, Desiree. Good to be here.
I know. We're doing it again this year.
We're doing 6 years running.
Yes, going strong.
Yes.
Okay, I have to ask, what inspired Wells Fargo to step up once again as the premier sponsor for the Stand Against Hunger campaign this year?
Well, obvious. You get to a bigger audience than anyone can. So appreciate just being able to help educate our community on the needs. And so the success we build on each year. So this is our 6th year together. And we have, last year was 600 and something thousand, and you're already exceeding that number. You're tracking ahead. So it's raising enough money, enough awareness, and educating our neighbors for those that need a little bit of help during the holiday season.
Yeah. And 6 years going strong working with you, which we appreciate so much. Yay. How does Wells Fargo actively engage in the mission of fighting hunger?
Well, we, across the board, so our philanthropy gives to create community sustainability. So the safety net, obviously food is part of the safety net. So across the company, we're looking to support Feeding America food banks, and we do an annual campaign. Right here, obviously, you're doing 7 regional Feeding America food banks. So those food banks, it's so important because they feed the other food pantries. So it's super important to support the Feeding America food banks, and we do that as a company, philanthropy, as well as volunteering.
Yeah. Karen, can you talk about your personal part in this effort and what it means to you?
Well, I lead philanthropy and community impact, so I guess I'm directing investment, but I also am the board chair for Sacramento Food Bank and Family Services, a Feeding America food partner. And so part of what I see in my role as the board chair is how many people are suffering and how much the need has grown. So part of my education was being on the food bank, but also really understanding how I need to give back personally and how our company is supporting me in that effort. So it's a win-win, and obviously right now it's such a challenging time in our nation, but in our own communities, is how do we help our neighbors get that extra meal? Yeah,
and we want to make sure we're doing that. How would you say, how does Wells Fargo actively encourage its team members to get involved?
We do we provide 16 hours of volunteer time they can spend however they want, but then we also offer opportunities outside of that for them to connect. So with the food bank, I think you can see on the screen, is we support the turkey drive, which is, I think it was over 18,000 turkeys this year that we helped shuffle from a car to a bucket going to people's families' homes. But we also do Run to Feed the Hungry, which is also the nation's largest run on Thanksgiving Day. And then we give our team members an opportunity to go and pack as maybe having build a team building. So it's super fun for them to go out, help pack up some groceries and deliver them.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of opportunities and options for the team to get involved.
Of course.
And then for someone who wants to help but really isn't sure where to start, what is the most impactful way to contribute right now?
Well, money obviously is great, anything. So $1 will feed a family. It makes them go much longer. So $1, $5 can provide an actual full meal through a food bank. They can volunteer at any food bank, and you don't have to give money, but you can give your time. You can join a board. You can just talk about it. You can share food that you have at home and provide it to the food bank. There's just a ton of ways that you can reach out and help your neighbors. I guess the other thing too is just talking to your family and friends and neighbors and make sure that they're okay. Because sometimes you don't see the hidden challenge within hunger.
And I think it hits what you said. Sometimes it's your neighbors and you won't even know it. So just
Right.
having those conversations with each other. Karin, we're so thankful again for you and Wells Fargo for all that you have done with our Stand Against Hunger campaign. We appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate ABC and the partnership. Thank you.
Of course. Well, I'm going to let our viewers know where they can go for a little bit more information. Wells Fargo is walking the walk and taking action. For more information, head to wellsfargo.com.